All right. Hello. How's it going? I'm over on my bed today. I'm experimenting with new video angles and video, um, just different angles and positions and things. Why make it boring? This is my roommate's dog, Ragnar. He's a good boy. That's one of my cats. It's Coco. Very good girl. She's old. The other one is. Can you see her? No, you can't. She's asleep on my bed. But yeah, as the video title would explain, I am 30 years old, just turned 30 this year in June, and I am alone, feeling alone, bit alone. But it's not terrible. It's not like the worst thing ever. And I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit because I feel like a lot of people feel alone, and it's okay to feel alone. I feel like society has, at least Western American culture, it's kind of like made this idea and made this like false reality where everyone needs to be, in a friend group. You see it on TV and you see it on shows, everyone's hanging out and all these things. And if that's you and you do that regularly and stuff, I mean, that's great. But a lot of people don't do that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I have very blessed to have family real close by, and I do live with one of my best friends, and that's great. I get a lot of enjoyment out of that, but sometimes I just feel alone still. And maybe that's more of a romantic thing. I'm single. I was in a pretty serious relationship, that ended back in February of this year. And, maybe that is some of the feelings that I'm feeling. Not too sure. But I definitely do be feeling alone. And I'm just, in my 30s, I really want to get to this point of self-understanding and kind of self-reliance and work on myself. I've always been a introverted-ish person. Like, when I'm with people I like, I'm more talkative and I'm kind of, I'll go a little crazy. But with meeting new people and going public places for the first time or even multiple times, I just don't. I'm not very outgoing. I'm not very outspoken. Like, I will talk to people, but it's just, I don't know. I don't have that, like, spark that some people seem to have, where I know I have friends and I've known people that, they go somewhere, they go out to a bar, or they go out to, we're at the beach, or we're somewhere where there's lots of other people, and they'll go straight up to people and just bam, interaction, and bam, they're making friends and, exchanging information and talking to other people. And I've always just been more of a background player. If they bring people over, I'll socialize, but I still feel kind of awkward and weird. I don't know. It's just, I've never been like that kind of way. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it's just, who I am. I would like to change some aspects of that. I would like to be able to go out and make, more friends a little more spontaneously, like even at work and events and things. Or, I do these races, 5Ks, and I spend a lot of time around other people that do have like-minded, goals and similar interests, but I've never really found an opportunity within my own brain to go up to someone and say, "Hey, how's it going? Hey, what was your time, brother?" I don't know. Yeah, and also that kind of ties into finding, like a romantic, kind of thing, because I'm pretty fed up with dating apps. I think Hinge is okay. Tinder, absolute hogwash garbage. Bumble, hogwash garbage. That's like pretty much the only ones I've ever really used. I tried using, Coffee Meets Bagel, garbage. Just awful. Hinges I've had pretty good success with. It's a little more real, I feel. So it's a little easier, I think, to meet people on Hinge. But again, I want to try and find more organic ways to speak with people, and not do it through an app. I want to learn how to just get better and not only talk to women, but talk to other people a little better. So that's one of the things that I would like to do in my 30s. I've got like a list of things mentally. Haven't written them down. I probably should write them down, but that's kind of one of the things I'd like to do in my third decade on the earth. Tying it in, being Christian and, feeling alone, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes Christians always tend to think that, because they're Christian, they shouldn't feel X, Y, or Z. But, I mean, the truth is we're all still people. We're all still human beings. And I don't think, I'm fairly certain it's not a sin to be lonely. And there are times where in the Bible it says, you're going to be lonely. The road that you walk is often a lonesome road. Pretty narrow road. It's not a wide path with lots of people. So, but I should, just kind of take this time. I feel, that I am feeling alone and I'm, single or available or what have you. Just to kind of reflect and, study more the Bible. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I should be doing that anyway, not just in periods of loneliness. Speaking of studying and, running and all of those things I was kind of talking about earlier, those are kind of ways that I've been mitigating my feelings of loneliness. I'll just put myself right into studying, or I don't ever really feel lonely at the gym. I mean, the feelings can crop up anywhere, but, if I'm really focused truly on working out and I'm having a great exercise, I'm not thinking about being alone. I'm thinking about not running out of oxygen or, not lifting a weight and dying. So, pretty good ways to mitigate that. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know why I'm making this video. I just wanted to open myself up, be a little vulnerable with the internet for some awful reason. And yeah, the feelings kind of bum me out a little. I mean, sure, I would love to, have a big friend group that I hang out with, a few times a month and, have a loving relationship with a woman that I love and, we build memories and, eventually raise a family together. That would be cash money, but I don't have that right now, and it's okay. It's okay. The sun is still gonna rise tomorrow, or I hope it does, because we'd be kind of screwed if not. But the sun's gonna rise. God willing, I will wake up tomorrow, and I'll just do the same. I'll just keep living day by day. Take it day by day. No need to worry, stress. There's enough things to worry about today than worrying about the future. And, just taking it day by day. Definitely important. Sorry, I don't know what the heck's going on out there. But yeah. And on the topic of other people, just kind of the last point I want to really drive home is that comparing yourself to others and seeing what other people are doing and, telling yourself that that's how you're supposed to be living is probably the worst thing you could do. There is that old saying, or I don't know how old it is, but there is a saying, comparison is the thief of joy. And that applies to not just, having relationships or being alone or being not alone rather, but to anything. If you look at someone who's a professional bodybuilder with all the accoutrement, I think I said that right, of success and all these things, and you're like, wow, man, this person has all this, why don't I have all this? Why are you comparing yourself to that? It's just gonna make you sad. So don't do that. pretty cringe. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that I wanted to talk about. Sorry about that. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. The dogs were barking and growling, so I'll pretty much end it on that note. I just want to let everybody know that I love you. Want you all to do well and be happy and, you know, have a fulfilling life. I'm going to continue working on my own self and, you know, doing my own thing. And, you know, that's pretty much it. So, thanks for tuning in if you did. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Take care. I love you. Bye-bye.